Which of the following is not a granulocyte? And in order to understand this question and arrive at the correct answer, we need to understand what a granulocyte is and what this is referring to. So if we look at the beginning of this diagram that's already partially filled out, we see that cells start as a blood stem cell, and then they're derived into different types of cells, which are grouped into different categories. So we could see that we have the blood stem cell, which goes to the myeloid stem cell, which leads to red blood cells, platelets, myeloblasts, which further are derived down, which we will review. And then we also have lymphocyte stem cells, which are derived into lymphoblasts, and then we have the three different types here. So within this whole diagram, we want to focus on the granulocytes because this is what this question is asking. Which of the following is not a granulocyte? So we know that 3 of these will be a granulocyte, and we need to figure out which one is not. So to complete this diagram, we see that we have our myeloblasts, which is derived into the granulocytes. And these granulocytes involve eosinophils, basophils, and you may remember in previous sections we went into further detail about the roles of each specific type of granulocyte. So we have the eosinophils, the basophils, and the neutrophils. And just to review very basic understanding, neutrophils are like the first responders to infection, eosinophils help with allergy and parasite fight, and then basophils have to do with triggering other inflammatory responses. So we know that these are our 3 granulocytes, eosinophils, basophils, and neutrophils. And if we look at our choices here, we see an eosinophil, a neutrophil, and a basophil. So we know that a monocyte would have to be our answer because it asks which is not a granulocyte, and that would be a monocyte. Also, just to refer back to our chart here, we filled out our granulocytes here, the eosinophils, the basophils, and neutrophils. And just to review, if we circled this part of the diagram, all these granulocytes and the lymphoblasts, these all make up our white blood cells, our WBCs. So just as a tidbit to note in case that comes up in a future question. But for this question, which of the following is not a granulocyte, monocyte would be your correct answer.